If such a vast array of things can be explained by logic, then why do we still need to use faith to explain life? After all, a great many occurrences can be explained logically. First, we need to understand what the word logic actually means. In my view, it's the set of rules of rationality. There are also some tools and methods, a kind of universally accepted way of understanding called logic. You and I might not share the same logic, so when it comes to the value of this matter, I want to ask you, right now, this phone in front of me. Isn't it a product of wisdom, something intelligent? Yes, I think it's really difficult. What's difficult is actually making it, right? Very difficult. Yes, if you put this in ancient times, it would probably be considered a magical artifact, right? It's so amazing. This thing, right? It really is incredible. For example, the materials it uses, like silicon, are refined to such an extent. Just like in a country like Germany, with such a vast territory, they can't even allow a single speck of dust to get in. It's controlled to a degree of 99.99999%. That's incredibly difficult. Secondly, they have to fit tens of billions of transistors onto a chip the size of a fingernail to make this chip. That's why, even with the entire nation of China working together, we still can't conquer the photolithography machine. It shows just how much difficulty and complexity is involved in this process. So you see, this phone is intelligent. So what does that make you think of? Behind it, who is there? There are manufacturers, right? Designers, correct? Yes. With this kind of logic, let me ask you another question. Aren't humans themselves sophisticated and intelligent beings, complex entities, compared to a phone? Exactly, and we far surpass it by so much more. That's right, so it's not just humans. There are diverse living organisms like humans existing on Earth, with life forms numbering in the millions and billions, each with their own unique biological structures. So, just as there is a designer behind your phone, then what about a world like this? A world that is full of wisdom, brimming with intelligence and wonder. Could there really be no creator behind it? That doesn't seem logical either, right? If you don't think there is, then may I ask you this? Isn't that illogical for you as well, right? So let me give you another example. Newton was a very devout Christian, and he was also a great scientist. He had a friend who was also a scientist. If I remember correctly, it was the discoverer of Halley's Comet named Halley. The two of them were very good friends, so atheists and theists can also be very good friends. One time, Newton invited him to his laboratory. In his lab, there was a very intricate model of the movement of celestial bodies, the Earth, the Sun, and other planets. So Halley asked, "Who made this? It's so exquisite and precise." Newton replied, "It just exists on its own." Who could have possibly created such a thing? So he said, "Of course, something this precise must have been made by someone exceptionally talented and highly skilled." Then Newton posed a thoughtful question back to him. "Since you believe that something like this must have a creator, don't you also believe that such a magnificent universe must have a designer behind it?" Later on, after thinking it over for a few days, Halley eventually accepted it as well. He believed it. Because only this explanation is logical, right? Yes. So how do you explain this world? Only that there is a creator behind everything who created all things, allowing life to flourish endlessly, everything fitting together perfectly, so harmonious. This is what makes sense, right? It's rational. It's scientific. Right, isn't it? Yes. Okay.